What's going on, guys at home? I'm Al Pops. This is Ryan Lance. Today we're looking at the top 5 receivers from the class of 2019 Elite 101, found only on Youth1.com. Jumping right into it here, the number 5 receiver is Kenyon Jackson. Jackson is absolutely huge for a wide receiver at this level, standing 6'3" already in only the 8th grade. He's one of those players who doesn't look like he's moving fast due to how long his legs are and the strides that he takes, but before you know it, he's outrunning everybody on the field. He's big enough to throw it up to and hope that he comes down with it, because most times that he will, but he's also physical enough to throw him screens and quick ins and outs and let him be physical after he makes a catch and runs forward. He plays for the Grayson Rams in the Gwinnett Football League down in Georgia. He's one of the best teams in the country and one of the best leagues in the country. So for Kenyon Jackson to excel down there, there's no question why he's ranked number 5 in the class of 2019 Elite 101 receivers. Let's move on to number 4, another kid from Georgia, Zion Hawkins.
Yeah, Hawkins is one that has great quickness and breakaway speed. You get him in the space, he's got that yak ability where he can really catch the ball, make a move, and get past the defender. He was a finalist for the Born to Compete Player of the Year down in Georgia last year, and he plays for the North Paulding out of the GMSAA, and is a nasty combination with fellow quarterback and fellow Elite 101 member, Ross Malgren. He's also a dangerous weapon in the return game, as he has the ability to make people miss. And he's got that, as I said before, that quickness. He just hits that seam and he's gone.
Absolutely. He's
dangerous in the return game.
Yeah, he's a great cutter. He slashes and dashes, makes one move, put his foot in the turf and get upfield. He's really great with it. Moving on to number 3, we're finally going to leave the state of Georgia and head to South Carolina for Jaylen Lagrone. Lagrone comes from Anderson, South Carolina, which has served up several Youth All-Americans in the last year, including Lagrone himself, who was an East Bay Youth All-American last season. He's a tall, athletic kid, over 6'2" now, and also a standout basketball player, can jump out of the gym, soft hands. He's that typical basketball, football mix where he's athletic enough to move around, a lot of help from the basketball, but physical enough as a football player. There's a lot of stuff that Jaylen Lagrone can do on a football field. Moving on to number 2, Tyler March out of Florida. And Ryan, this is a guy I know me and you really like.
Yeah, March has got it all. His nickname is Megatron, and for obvious reasons. He's tall, long, and can really stretch the field for the offense.
Yeah.
This past summer, we got to see him at the Future Stars game in Florida, and he had a big game on both sides of the ball. He plays for the PPO Bengals in Florida, and is one of the most dangerous teams in the entire state.
Absolutely. They got a loaded team there on PPO. March is just one of the guys. There's several other kids on PPO that either made the Elite 101 or the Elite 101 watch list.
Great team.
Absolutely. Talented team out there. Let's get into number 1. And I don't think there's a debate. There's a clear-cut number 1 receiver in the class of 2019, Cameron Coleman. He was an East Bay Youth All-American last year, has absolutely blazing speed and ridiculous hands. I'm talking anything that he can stretch his arms out and get, he's gonna bring in. At Top Gun this past summer, he made our All-Top Gun team, first team. But this summer at Top Gun, he was playing up with the kids entering high school, and he was only entering the 8th grade. Though he was on that level, still, without a doubt, the best wide receiver there. He probably could have been at that high school Top Gun camp and dominated. And he's the type of kid that everybody roots for. We had an opportunity to spend some time with him, one-on-one down at Top Gun, just to do some interviews and stuff like that. And he's the type of kid that you root for. He's a humble kid, great personality, doesn't really enjoy the spotlight on him. At one point he was telling me to stop asking him questions. We were laughing about it, but that's the type of kid he is. He's a special athlete, but is really a team-first guy. And speaking of team, he plays for one of the top teams there in Missouri, the Mid-River Eagles. A talented group of kids there. They sent a bunch of kids to FBU Top Gun. They got a bunch of good kids at every position, really. And Cameron Coleman is, the most special out of them all, I have to say. Well, that's it, guys. Those are our top 5 wide receivers in the class of 2019 on the Elite 101. But there's not only 5. There's a dozen receivers on this list, and you can only see it if you go to Youth1.com and sign up for a press pass. That press pass will get you access to the entire Elite 101 list for the class of 2019 and to a bunch of other great stuff that only exclusive members can see. So hurry up and get over there. Check out youth1.com, sign up for that press pass. For Ryan Lance, I'm Al Pops. We'll see you around.